Hello, guys. Welcome to part two of my book review of Five Love Languages.
Number three, guys, which is the one I love so much, and this season is mostly about it. It is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts. Guys, if you know me well, and a lot of you don't, but most of you do, you would know that you dare not promise me a gift and not buy it. Like, oh my God. Once you make the promise, it goes into my medulla oblongata and it saves itself there and it will not delete until there's a fulfillment of the promise that you have made. So, guys, gifts are awesome ways of telling your loved one that you have them in your heart. When someone buys me a gift, whenever I see that gift, I would remember you. Even years after I have finished using them, if I remember an occasion where that gift was in use, oh my God, you are always on my mind. You'll be always on my mind, though. That's how it works for me, guys. I don't know about you. Please share in the comment section how gifts make you feel. But they're incredible things you can do. So because I know how it makes people feel, I try to once in a while, or as much as I can, go out of my way and gift people things. But receiving gifts is an amazing way to show your spouse you love them. You know, you don't have to wait for the birthdays. You don't have to wait for the anniversaries. You don't have to wait for the Valentines. Make it a part of your life. Like, the gifts might not be it might not be the Maserati. You now bring it, you now unleash the Maserati, maybe with ribbons, and you now be like, baby, hop, my Maserati. No, girl, no, Oga. It mustn't be a Maserati. It's the thought that counts. But that the thought counts doesn't mean you should now bring things that the gods will reject. But yes, guys, the third love language is gifts. So let's learn to show our loved ones that we love them. We say it with a gift. And don't forget, you can gift money, you can gift yourself. Just showing up for a special occasion, showing up when they need you so much, and at a very important time, it's a gift. A gift of your presence, a gift of yourself. A gift you can even, as in, be creative with your gift giving. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't You mustn't even put your gift in a box. Just be giving. Number four, guys, is acts of service. So remember the story I told in the beginning about the woman that wasn't appreciating her husband. So what happened, guys, is that her love language was act of service, but the man was busy giving her gifts. That brings me to a point that Gary mentioned, that a lot of people have what he calls the primary love language and the secondary love language. The primary love language is basically the one the person speaks first, if that's what I'll use. Like, if you're growing up as a child, if you grow up in Africa, if you grew up in Nigeria, if you grew up in the eastern part of Nigeria, you would obviously learn the Igbo language, though I know a lot of people that still can't speak their language. Yeah, but that's true. Then let's say over time, you now develop a love for a foreign language. You now learn French or Spanish or German or whichever one appeals to you. Now, what now happens? Igbo and English, it's your primary love language. French, German, or whatever language you pick up over time is your secondary love language. So you have to be deliberate to speak those ones that you picked on along the way. But the ones that you grew up with, that you were nurtured with, they just come easily. In the same way, people have primary love languages because they grew up in environments where they were shown love, when they were shown care, where they were showered with a lot of gifts. When they were showered with a lot of gifts, there are some basic love languages that have formed over time. So that's what they speak mostly. So you don't speak someone's language based on what you speak. No, you speak their love language back to them. That I speak English, that I speak Igbo, doesn't mean I should speak Igbo to you if you're my spouse, because you might not understand if he's not an Igbo speaking spouse. I'm just using it to explain the whole love language paradigm. But if you learn the primary love language of your spouse, even if it's not your primary love language, you have to be deliberate to speak it so that his love tank can always be full. And number five, guys, is physical touch. There's some people that want to be held. They want to be hugged. They want to be pecked. They even want you to kiss them in public. They don't care. They don't mind the public display of affection. If that is the love language of your spouse, now you have work to do. You better get on with it because it's not going to be easy and it is doable. You just have to sacrifice. Love is about making sacrifices. Yeah. So find out what is your spouse's primary love language and start speaking it today. If you need to practice until you become an expert. So guys, that is a summary of the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. I hope you learned something today and I hope you're going to implement what you've heard. In the season of love, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for always tuning into my channel. I love you and I appreciate you. I see your support and it means the world to me. See you on the next one. Bye.